Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WGS-TV. I am your official Wrestle Gamer Double B, Billy Bujo, coming to you on this wonderful, very late, or early morning, November 8th. At the current time of this recording is 1:32 in the morning. I know I should be asleep right now, but for some reason I'm having trouble sleeping. So I figured I would come on here and post up entry 44. Entry 44 of WGS-TV. And this entry is going to be about my reactions to the New Orleans Saints versus Carolina Panther game, in which the New Orleans Saints defeated the Panthers 34-3. And just a massive blowout. A massive blowout of the Panthers. It was quite evident by the numbers, by the prediction video. You know, just how badly beat up the Carolina Panthers really are. Taking this information, ladies and gentlemen, taking this info. There were 6 Panthers injured in the game, and they did not return. And one of them was their starting quarterback. And it was just all around, they're just a beat-up team. The Panthers are a beat-up team, beaten up down team, and it just showed. It just showed in that game on just how beaten up this team really is. The Panthers are just not the team they were a few years ago when they had Jake Delhomme and they went all the way to the Super Bowl. They're not that team anymore. Steve Smith only had 1 reception now. Granted, it continues his streak of games with a reception in it, but if you only have 1 reception in that game, it really doesn't help your cause too much. It really doesn't. Well, let's go over the stats of the New Orleans Saints for the game. Drew Brees was 27 of 43 with 253 yards and 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Julius Jones leads the rushers with 6 rushes for 68 yards on a long of 54. Chris Ivory had 12 carries for 50 yards on a long of 11. Ladell Betts was 13 rushes for 31 yards, 1 touchdown, 12 yards. And Chase Daniels, the backup quarterback, had 1 rush, 1 carry for 16 yards. Receiving-wise, Lance Moore leads the team. Let's go ahead and just go with team leaders here, guys. Get the game and the tier leaders. Team leaders, I'm sorry. As we look at each of the team leaders in each category, right now Drew Brees was 27 of 43, 253 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. While Jimmy Clausen on the Panthers was 8 of 18, 47 yards, 1 INT. Ladell Betts, 13 carries, 31 yards, with 1 touchdown. Julius Jones, 6 attempts, 68 yards. Chris Ivory, 12 carries, 50 yards. Receiving-wise, Jimmy Graham had 3 receptions for 49 yards and 1 touchdown. Lance Moore, 6 receptions for 77 yards. Jeremy Shockey had 1 reception, 7 yards, with his 500th career reception going for a touchdown. However, after that touchdown, Jeremy Shockey was injured his ribs, and he did not return. Roman Harper on the defense. Roman Harper had 10 tackles with no assist and 1 sack. On the Panthers, James Anderson had 9 tackles, and also on the Panthers, John Beeson had 7 tackles with 2 assists. Kicking-wise, John Casey had, out of 2 attempts, made 1 field goal, and Garrett Hurley was 2 out of 2 for field goals, with making 4 extra points. Very interesting numbers. Very interesting numbers here. Let me see if I can bring up some more stats for you guys on here on this very official entry. All right, here we go. We got all the team leaders here. Let's see. Marcus Colson also had 8 receptions for 6.5 yards, averaging 8.1 yards per catch. Now, again, these numbers tell the whole story of the game. These numbers tell the whole story of the game. Let me see if I can bring up some defensive numbers here for you. Let's see here. I am on the. All right, let's see. Because the defense just ran roughshod. The defense ran roughshod. On the New Orleans Saints, courtesy of Jabari Greer, had their first interception return for a touchdown, as it was Jabari Greer intercepting Jimmy Clausen. Jimmy Clausen and returned it all the way for a touchdown. So it was it was a terribly one-sided match. A terribly one-sided match. I mean, the Panthers, again, like I said, overall, they were a very beaten down team. A very, very beaten down team overall, very depleted. They lost their starting quarterback in the game. In the game, they lost their starting quarterback. They had lost both their starting running backs, and their defense it was just blasé. Drew Brees just ran roughshod all over the Carolina defense. And, normally I don't like to, badmouth a team. But again, the Panthers, they just went out there and they just laid an egg. They just literally laid an egg. So it was just, holy cow. That's all I can say. It's just, holy cow. One, it looked like the New Orleans Saints of last year, scoring 34 points and just totally blowing away the other team. But when that other team just barely puts forth a minimal effort, and the only points they got off were the interception that happened with Drew Brees in the first quarter. And that's not really Drew Brees' fault. Well, then again, maybe you can look at it as it being Drew Brees' fault. At first it looked like it was going to be a design running play. And then Drew Brees quickly changes his mind and tries to throw a slant out to Robert Meacham. Robert Meacham tried to catch it, and it pops out of his hands, and it goes right into the defenders. And they go back about 60 yards. And the only thing they got out of it was a field goal, as somebody is and somebody just PM'd me right now. So again, always my videos are recorded right here on Blog TV. But again, ladies and gentlemen, it's just a complete blowout. A complete blowout. Again, I've said it before, Panthers, they need a lot of work. They need a lot of work before they can be considered a decent team. Again, I don't like to badmouth any other teams, because I like to be honest and fair with my assessments, with my reactions, my opinions. But Carolina out there, I mean, sometimes it kind of leaves me speechless on just how badly they played, and two, how, again, 6 people being injured. They're basically down to they were down to their second or third string quarterbacks. They're down to their third string running backs, and they're just not getting the job done. They just not getting the job done. I really, really don't like, bad mouthing another team, but come on, Carolina, that was just pathetic, is what it was. It's pathetic. Now, again, you guys have seen my videos before. I'm a Saints fan. I'm very happy for the win. The Saints are 6-3. Drew Brees again looked phenomenal, but then again, you play Carolina. Now, I know a lot of the fans out there, or probably the people who watch my video, are going to say, "Oh, you're bad-mouthing Carolina." And let me tell you this, for good reason. For good reason, I am bad-mouthing Carolina. Carolina was just absolutely freaking horrible. Freaking horrible. As we got Donnie Curry up here, and Donnie Curry, hold on, let me give you this, a perma-up. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you can always watch my videos live on blogtv.com/people/AAWBB. We're, again, it's a little late at night for this recording, but then again, I've already said at the onset of this video, I've been having a little trouble sleeping tonight. You know, had some stuff on my mind, stuff I had to do. So instead of sleeping, I decided to come on here and make these videos. But again, this entry is again entry 44 for my Saints reactions to the Saints defeating the Panthers 34-3. Now, the Saints have a bye week coming up next week, and Donnie said I just thought I would stop and say hi, man. And Donnie Curry left right after that. Oh well. It's very late at night. Nobody knew what's coming on right now. So, anyway, the Saints have a bye week next week. So, next Saturday and Sunday, there will be no entries for a Saints prediction show or a Saints reactions video. And a lot of you guys out there going, "Oh, no Saints videos next week." Well, trust me, I'll think of something up for you guys. Because also, in place of that, we will be having some entries from Louisiana Championship Wrestling, the Mamu show, which I will be attending, and I'll have an entry done like a pre-show, and then after the LCW show is over, I will have some post-show interview entries for you guys to take a look at and get a chance to see some of the stars of Louisiana Championship Wrestling, get a chance to see who they are and what they can do. And who knows, maybe you'll be enticed, maybe it'll entice you enough for you to come down here and see them live. See them live. It's one thing to see them on television. It's another thing to see them live. It is. Well, that is going to conclude entry 44. I will have another entry coming very soon for my reactions to TNA's Turning Point. All right, and don't forget this Wednesday on blogtalkradio.com/WGS Radio, we're going to have a special guest, the Hardway, Rod Price. He will be on the program for a short interview, and he will also be joining us on the review, giving us his thoughts on the shows in the week. And also, don't forget, also this Wednesday will be Ashley's review of TNA's Turning Point, and from what I heard, it wasn't a very good pay-per-view. It wasn't a very good pay-per-view. Then again, I wasn't expecting it to be a good one anyway. But that's not what this entry is about. It was about my Saints reactions. But when I do get around to doing my entry for my reactions to TNA's Turning Point, be sure you check it out. And wherever you see these videos, that's blogtv.com/people/AWBB, youtube.com/WrestleGamer, facebook.com/TheWrestleGamerShow, myspace.com/WBCajun, nearly spaced for a second because it's kind of late. I'm still kind of tired. The www.TheWrestleGamerShow.com and dailymotion.com/TheWrestleGamer. Be sure you check out those sites and wherever you see these videos. And also, if you have a comment or a reaction to anything I've said in any of my videos, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, I respond to every comment. Every comment. So if you have a question or a comment you'd like to make on any of my videos, be sure you leave a comment. And again, I do respond to everything. Well, that's going to conclude entry 44 of my Saints reactions to the Saints game earlier today, with the Saints again defeating the Carolina Panthers 34-3. I'm Double B Billy Boudreaux. Have a great day or a great night whenever you watch this video.